crazy.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate.
I couldn't roll above a 5. He couldn't roll anything but 20s. It's cool.
So last week, that was pretty much our entire game was a huge battle. You had made it back to Candlekeep. You didn't really find out anything more from Mordenkining from his notes, but then you did get a psychic message from these demonic creatures, I believe, telling you to meet them back at the Giant's Keep the next day, which you guys did. They had Leopold Fader's mother captured, and they were going to do an exchange. However, the exchange, of course, went sour, and you guys ended up fighting each other. It was a pretty big battle, but then you guys were successful at the end. Is there any key-worthy things to...
We found out that dude called him
Having an
brother.
anxiety attack.
Exactly like...
That's right. During the fight, you noticed that one of the people wearing a hood, after he removed his hood, it turned out to be a person who looked exactly like Fader. And he called him brother as he ran into the portal during the battle.
Hans Ramore.
So the end of the creatures are gone. We have his mother standing there. Leopold, do you keep this light wall up?
I'll keep it up for now.
Okay. And you're...
Let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah, how long? That's a good point.
Yeah, it lasts for 10 minutes. That's not bad.
Okay. And Hemlock, you're staying in fire form for a while?
Yes.
Okay. I love people like making these decisions because they're not sure what's going to happen. They're just like...
Well, I'm almost dead, so...
No, I know. It's just funny.
Man just ran into a portal. I'm just not sure.
What did you say, Fader?
Just if it matters, I believe that I have 9 hours of psychic or a telepathic connection with the party.
Okay.
That I just started right before the battle.
Gotcha.
Is the portal still open?
So, I mean, you have this huge light wall, so you can't even see if it's still open, because I believe you can't see through it.
I will walk around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can easily walk around it or over it, but yeah.
Yeah, so...
You're awfully hurt, Van, to be walking near that portal.
I should still have my blur up, so it's still... That should be okay.
How long is the blur up for?
Probably just a minute, but it probably just start the fight.
Yeah, 1 minute goes by really quick when you're just talking. So, so you start walking over to the portal. Katiana, she looks at you, Fader, and she says, I have to show you something. Follow me. And she starts to follow Van to the portal.
Mother, hold on, please.
She doesn't listen. She just continues to walk and expects you to follow.
I will not follow.
Okay. You don't follow. Van, as you walk around, does anyone else go?
I will follow, but I'll stay like 15 feet back.
I'm next to Vader in fire form, so I'm a little,
Mm-hmm. And Leopold?
Wait, what? Where's everyone going? Bye. Hello?
Because you can still fly for like an hour, right?
Yeah, I can still fly for like an hour, so I'm just kind of like drifting toward over the wall, just watching them.
I'll actually fly up about 15 feet as I'm going over there.
Everyone's so scared. No, just kidding. So you just start flying above everyone. So as you come around, you see the portal is still open. Katiana has walked around too, isn't she, standing in front of it? And she says, look inside. And whoever kind of peeks, I guess, who would be closest?
I definitely would look.
Yeah, as you kind of peek inside, you can see on the other side this portal. First of all, it looks like almost like a thick portal. Like there's a lot of energy and clouds kind of swirling around, and it kind of goes in, but then just sometimes as it clears up or a little bit of this misty cloud kind of opens up, you can see on the other side there's this vast darkness. There's some red lightning that kind of strikes through the sky every now and then. And every time it does strike, you can see that there are these flocks of these crazy looking bat-like creatures just flying through the sky. You see a bunch of those clawed, chattering hellspawn like crawling the landscape. You can also see Van's twin brother standing there looking back at the portal. And she says, "Don't worry, they won't be coming back through. The portal is almost closed. The meteor is almost out of range." She goes, I'm running out of time, and I need to tell you, Fader, where you come from."
Are you planning on going back in there?
What does Fader do? She's looking at Fader.
Um,
I thought he was over
I
here.
I ask the same question Van just did. You're not planning on going back through there, are you?
She ignores the question, and then she continues, "There are places spawned from pure evil, elder evils. Some elder evils are on a conquest to rule. Unfortunately for them, their physiology is not compatible with the material realm, making its conquest difficult. Every time they've tried, their forms begin to break down. It's the universe's way to keep balance. But they're endlessly trying to find ways to defy that balance. The far realms were born of psychic energies, making those born here with psionics a potential key to their problem. Those born with psionics share a biological similarity, very minute, but just enough to potentially close the gap." She goes, "People born with psionic abilities are rare, which means they don't get many to study. 100 years ago, they came for me. I fought and ran for almost 80 years. I met a wizard who showed interest in learning about them and thought I'd be safe with him. But he didn't help. He was more interested in learning, not my safety. They captured me and tortured me with endless experiments. They did horrific things to me for decades, since time passes faster there. In the beginning, I just wanted to die. But I learned if I stopped resisting, the pain wasn't bad enough. After one of their experiments, I felt something I've never felt before. Something moved inside me. It was you and your brother. They fused the darkness inside me and created you. After you were born, I brought you to this realm and hid you with with a family. That moment you were attacked and your psionics matured, I sensed your fear. I helped you unlock your powers in hopes that it would help you overcome that fear. But the truth behind your birth and why you're here, you were both created to be vessels for the elder evil. Using your bodies, they can manifest in this plane and begin their ultimate conquest. But the experiment was a failure. Unlike you, your brother unable to stay on this plane for long, and you never unlocking your psionic's full potential." She goes, "And now, watching you and your friends fight, I believe I understand why." She looks at you and she just says, "You're a coward. You hide and run away, even if it means leaving your friends surrounded by enemies. It's that fear that protects you. Pure evil and fear aren't compatible, and I believe once you let go of your fear, your true power and purpose will emerge."
Okay, show of hands. Who says we should just kick her through by the portal?
And then she just kind of starts looking weird, and the illusion kind of fades off of her. And standing there is that creature with the mask and all the wormed body. And she just steps through it. And she says, "We'll be back." And then it just starts to slowly close.
Damn.
I'm not.
It's pretty messed up, bro. Sorry.
The hell just happened? Can somebody just explain to me what the hell just happened?
I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that was not, in fact, my mother.
Or they turned your mother into a
I
wormy
think it
thing.
used to be, and now it's not, and it's not great. And yeah, how often does that comet come around?
Or perhaps it was my mother, and I'm...
Have you ever experienced anything wormy?
Shadow, calm down.
that you may not have shared with us in the past.
Shit.
Not that I know of. Not that I can think of.
That's good.
So, from what I understand, if I understand correctly from what she said, all you got to do is continue to be a coward, and you won't be overtaken by a gigantic evil. So, stay.
I think we're going to be safe.
Yes,
I
yes.
think we're good.
I'm not entirely. I think there's a difference between fighting strategically and being a coward. I'm not exactly built nor armored to be able to stand toe to toe with these creatures the way you are, Van.
No, I completely agree. I should definitely be the one out here, on the front lines. And I've been trying my best to keep, well, frankly, all three of you and safe. I have watched you brutally beaten to death over and over and over again. I mean, look at me now. This is not fun. We should not be doing this regularly.
No. If there's anyone that will tell you there's nothing wrong with being a coward, it's me. I do not like any of this. It is fine to run away from these things. You people just charge in willy-nilly. Oh, let's go fight this giant monster. Being a coward is fine.
I mean, it's not willy-nilly. I do it for your benefit.
I spit out blood. I am no coward.
I didn't say you were a coward. I'm just saying.
And that was possibly your mother. Now that I can talk, jeez. Possibly your mother. She might have went to the dark side. I mean, she had those experiments, she said, on her. But also... Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, I lost the thread.
Sorry. I was just going to say, do we have any reason to believe that these people aren't just, making this all up? Have they given us any proof to suggest that they haven't just, they're not just making it all up? I mean...
No, and I've been concerned about that for since the night that she appeared to me in the forest first time up this mountain. We know that they are psychic in nature, which means it's entirely possible that they can read my mind and discern things about my past, and it's certainly feasible that they do need people of psychic ability in order to conduct whatever work they're doing. It makes sense that they would want me.
As that she appears to now be a weird wormy person, regardless of whether she was human in the past.
Elf.
I mean, right. Regardless of what she was in the past, she is now a wormy thing. I mean, I don't see any reason not to trust her or not to kill her potentially. I mean, she did go back with
willingly.
your evil twin brother. Yes.
Although it was almost as though she was saying, "Don't worry, you don't need to come through." Part of me wonders why she's not, if she is evil, why she didn't try to entice me to come to join her in going through the portal.
Well, she said you were a failure, basically. That you that you're a failure in life. That you're a failed experiment, and that well, this is not getting any better.
He has too much good in him. That's what it is.
Yes, a good bit of lovely cowardice that keeps people alive. So,
I mean, on reflection, I would assume that should she have been the wormy lady prior to all of this, during your previous time spent together, that she was probably trying to entice you to go into a portal. I mean, I assume that's where she's trying to get you to go this whole time.
But why didn't she force him to? 2 seconds ago.
She says he's supposed to be like a vessel. I don't know if he necessarily needs to go into the portal for him to be possessed by the greater evil.
I don't know how. I wouldn't certainly have let her force him in there, and I don't think he would have gone willingly. I think she's trying a new tack. She's trying to shame you and call you a coward to get you to like boldly go into the portal.
Or to change my ways. To change my tactics, my strategies.
Regardless, yes, I would say that. Yes, sure.
In any case, I think we're good. We're good, right? Everything's
They
good.
said they would be back.
I would very much like not to be on this mountain any longer.
Yes, let's leave
I
the mountain.
don't think we can until
We need to take a short rest.
well, we need a long rest enable
Long
for her
rest.
to get a tree going. And we do need to go back down to the trees.
Short rest into long rest. Like
Sure.
there's only they don't have much time left. If they're coming back, it might not be long from now. Like
Short rest here.
Is this,
and then,
is this the last night?
It is the last night.
And how much night do we have left?
It's only about, I think, like 7 p.m.
Yeah, short rest.
dusk.
I-
Short
Perhaps-
rest here.
Perhaps we put the dome up for that rest.
Yeah, short rest with the dome up, and then we'll travel down to the tree line, and then take our long rest by the tree line. Is probably our best bet here.
Everybody gets 13 points of healing.
Oh, from mass. Nice.
All right. So, you guys, yes. You said you're going to put the dome up?
Yes, I'll move away from where the portal was sitting, but yes.
Okay.
Over
Yes.
here.
So you guys move away, have a little discussions. You set up your portal, or your dome, and yeah, you get a short rest.
This was a
Nothing-
weird day.
Is there anything else you guys talk about or say?
I will say through the telepathic link to Hemlock alone. I'm sorry, I just did it to. You do know that my hit and run tactics are what work best for me, right? I mean,
I know.
okay.
What's wrong with not running away, but being fast and agilic? You're doing good. I don't know. Agility base. I don't know.
Why does nobody like running away? Running away is fine. Running away is safe. Running away is being alive.
It's okay to do what you are doing. That thing is trying to get the best of you.
I'm afraid I may have let her under my skin.
Don't. You're great.
Technically, if she was actually your mother at one point, you were under her skin.
Ugh.
Did
Ugh.
I don't get jokes. It's new to me.
I have to get my bird some water. I'll be right back.
Man, could you imagine if she is telling the truth though, and you're like just like the spawn of some like evil psychic creature? I mean,
See, I'm
they're pretty
thinking.
twisted, man. Like I thought my background was bad, but that
I'm
I'm running to
wondering
back.
if it's possible that she's telling the truth, but was sort of converted into this.
Well, that's what she said. She was basically tortured until she became that thing. And then you... Who's your father then? That's weird. That's the main question.
I
She didn't...
I was looking forward to asking her that. I was hoping that she would be accompanying us back to Candlekeep. I
Maybe your
suspected-
father's some big wormy thing.
yeah.
I
You
sus-
said
I
you're
sus-
just like an experiment. I mean, you're like just planted in there,
Yeah.
immaculate conception style.
almost as though and that's part of why I think you might not be too far wrong. Um, that it sounded almost as though my brother and I are. Is it possible that the shadow is our father? Is this like an Anakin kind of thing going on?
I don't know. Maybe lay down, give us a wiggle. We'll see if you look like a worm.
You
I will
know,
not do that.
I wouldn't overanalyze it or trust anything that was said. You know, you're just gonna concoct these stories without ever really knowing the truth. And you know,
How often
we
is there
certainly
that
like
comic
you a lot.
coming
You
around?
know, we'll still be your friends regardless of who your father is. So you know, life can be good.
Who do you think your father is? Wizard.
Well, no, I think the wizard she mentioned was Mordenkainen.
Yeah, his father, I think, according to her story, is just some sort of evil
It was darkness.
darkness.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
the
was the
spawn of darkness.
You're the spawn of darkness. I mean, that's a good
It is kind of badass. I will say that much. I mean,
good moniker. I am the spawn of darkness. Ah, fear me, and then quickly run away.
You run away too, Leopold.
I know it's what
enforcement.
keeps me alive.
I mean, look at you. You're all patched up, and I was.
he's gone
And-
to Leopold's school of cowardry. It's just
I don't think any of us is cowards. I think we have a perfect fighting style that keeps us alive.
I do like it.
It's
Yes,
called
I
Don't
have no
Get Smashed by
complaints.
Big Thing.
All right.
As long as you know, no, I won't go into it. But anyways, you know, I'll know how I feel.
So,
Yes, yes.
are you guys staying here for a long rest as well?
We were going to go down to the tree line for the long rest.
Okay. So yeah, you guys rest up for an hour and then head on down. Hiking, I believe it was like half a day, so you would be getting there pretty late.
Keep the lanterns out.
Let's see. All right, dice are on your side today. Yeah, you have no encounters as you get down to those trees. And then you're setting your dome up there. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was at the door. I think they really are done chasing you for now. I mean, they could have come us just after the path.
Leopold. I would be very grateful if you would not put any sort of a jinx on this.
I don't do jinxes. I do spells.
Well done.
I gotta be honest.
Let's
I
roll
wish
a
we had
jinx
been
die.
more, you know, efficient in killing all of them, so that we had felt like if I was at full health, I would have been definitely into that portal, ready to end this for good.
No, there was like armies in there. Like there was like a lot. Like,
We're not going to go into a mystical portal of evil. No.
I've learned not to run into portals, so we're not going to do that.
We've ran into 2 portals, exactly.
Shh.
Well, certainly not. We've done that, but every time we've done that and survived, we've thought about it. We've considered things and we've been prepared. The one time that somebody ran through a portal, sort of willy-nilly without thinking, all of you but Van remember what happened then.
Yes, I was told though. I was around. I helped you discover the truth after you abandoned her to die alone.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah. Lovely talk.
all right. I mean, so yeah, if you're not going to talk about anything else, or it's up to you to decide, you will get your long rest.
Sweet.
Oh, thank God.
That's not the end of a chapter, is it? We probably got something else.
What do you mean?
We just leveled up, right? We did.
Yeah, you
We
just
just leveled up
you just
in the
leveled
middle
up.
of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shadow, do you want to take a time out? Because you're acting up. Let me see something. Tell me, yeah. Also, make sure you tell me like when you go into your watch next, because you haven't really been doing that lately.
I did yesterday, actually.
Yeah, but you went with people, I think.
Ah, yes.
What's up? All right, let me put Shadow away because he's terrifying me. I'll be right back. Step up. Step up.
So we did get our long rest, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
I can constantly see him like trying to like jump on my shoulder, and
Oh.
and if he scares me, then he might bite me if I like
Oh.
jerk around too much. He's been acting crazy. I think he's going through heat. So next morning, sun rises. Let me see.
The first thing I do is look up at the sky to see if I can still see that damnable comet.
Give me a perception check. No, you don't see it. You're pretty confident you don't see it.
We won!
Did we?
I mean,
They
yeah.
did make mention of the fact that, I mean, early on she did say that they could come when the comet wasn't there.
Well, remember that she is now not exactly someone that we should be putting a lot of faith into the things that she says.
I feel like without the comet, they are less strong.
She did say that the time is up, but they'll be back. So I'm assuming for now their time is up.
I suspect that "we'll be back" refers to the next time there's a comet or a celestial event.
Hopefully not for a while, and I will be dead probably. So that's okay.
No,
Oh,
no.
me too, probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys are half elves, right?
Yeah.
I'm a half elf.
Van, you'll have to protect him. And
No worries. I'll
you'll have
be
to run
around.
away.
Just come on over to the Feywild. The comet's probably not even there.
Beta, you'll just have to run away for a while. It's fine.
This is going to be the new thing, isn't it?
Not for
It
me.
It certainly is, you know. She definitely sets you up for that. I mean, it's how mothers can be sometimes, you know.
I feel as though I've been somewhat helpful in our combats.
I don't know why you people think that running away is such a
I don't-
bad thing.
I don't think anyone has said that you were not helpful in combat.
It's not a bad thing, running away. I've done it plenty of times.
Being a coward keeps you alive. It's fine.
Is there a tree nearby?
Tell us. Do you cast your spell, Hemlock?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you walk up to the tree. You cast transport via plants, and everyone runs through.
To Candlekeep. Hopefully a tree much closer. Oh yeah, we found a tree outside or something.
Yeah, all the way at the end of Wayline Inn. So you just walk down that, which doesn't take too long. So yeah, you make your way back to Candlekeep.
Oh my god.
It is hustling and bustling.
Can we sleep for like a week? I would very much like to not be attacked for a little time. Oh,
I would like to get to Baldur's Gate or Waterkeep in the near future. Although you said that you had a tree in Waterdeep, potentially at Leopold's home that we could go to.
I think Leopold had like a garden or something like that.
I don't remember having a garden, but I mean, I'm sure there's trees around there that you've seen.
Yeah.
We
But
have
in
it
any case,
in the affirmative. We have a yes from the DM himself.
tell you what,
Yeah,
you
it's
guys,
like you must have seen. She would have definitely seen a tree in Waterdeep. Well, or maybe not, because actually Waterdeep's a big city. There's like no trees, but I'm sure there would be a tree.
well, you could have seen trees on the way
Yeah,
to that farmland place that
exactly.
was right outside. But why don't you guys get a little bit of rest? I'll go ahead and go report to Fidelay, and we'll meet back At the room, maybe. Or at the bar.
You don't know.
Seems like a drinking day.
I do like drinking, but I would also like to speak with Frito-Lay potentially.
Oh, sure. We can all go if you all want to.
All right. So is everyone going, or is anyone doing anything else?
To the bar.
To the bar.
Okay. Yeah. Vader has a lot to unpack. So they go to the
We'll
bar.
join you.
And you two go off to see Frito-Lay. We'll do Frito-Lay. No, we'll do Fader and Hemlock first. Yes, you get to the bar. You both sit down. It's early in the morning, so there's really not many people in here right now. The breakfast crew kind of left. Where do you sit? A table or a bar?
Table.
All right.
In the corner.
All right, you do that. Waiter comes over, asks you what you want.
Mead.
Ale.
All right, he steps off. He brings you guys a cup, puts them down, and walks off. What are you guys doing?
Cheers. So, what do you think is gonna happen? Okay. Are you okay?
I don't think so. That was a lot to take in.
Yeah, you have a twin.
Well, I don't even know if that's true. My mother only appeared so with some sort of illusory magic. It's entirely possible that my brother appeared so for the same reason. I feel I'm left knowing as little now as I did before this began. I feel like I have more questions than I started with.
I feel like there was some truth in her story. Maybe not all of it, but you are. What did she say? You are a vessel? Was a vessel?
Are a vessel, yeah.
I am a vessel of, I don't know, darkness and evil.
Shadows.
You're a vessel for the elder evil.
The elder evil.
Doesn't sound very promising, does it?
No.
I don't. I would like to assure you, I have never felt any sort of urge or compunction to behave in any way other than how I ordinarily behave. I don't feel as though I've full of this darkness or elder evil that's driving me to do anything.
I believe in you. I believe it. She said that you didn't unlock your potential or your powers. What do you think your powers are to be unlocked?
I mean,
Two psychic daggers?
I already can do 2 psychic daggers.
3?
I don't know. I've only got 2 hands.
True.
I can teleport. I can speak telepathically. I mean, I seem to periodically gain these new abilities as time goes by. I can only imagine what will happen next.
Whatever happens, you got us. We got your back.
I greatly appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what our next adventure is.
All right.
Oh.
Skip over to Van and Leopold now. You find Frida. She's always working in her office, flustered and looking crazy. As you enter, she welcomes you in. Oh, how was your trip?
Well, lots of things happened. Apparently they are after Mr. Fader. They are from the outer plane of evil. They're apparently done for right now since the celestial body has left from the sky. But it does sound like they probably will be back, so it probably would behoove us to go talk to an astronomer who may know when the next heavenly body in the sky, so we may prepare for that a little better.
None of us were prepared for that comet. It just came out of nowhere.
Oh, great.
It definitely wasn't scheduled.
I thought there was lore on it and everything. Okay, all right. Fantastic. But they seem to be...
They said, I believe they told you the last time one appeared was like 20 years ago. But it hasn't been seen like before that. It's not been a consistent 20 years, but the last one just came out of nowhere was 20 years ago.
But they have seemed to have exhausted their power source for the time being, so we'll have to keep an eye out, and that'll be fun.
Why are they going after him?
Apparently, it's because of his abilities in some sort of way, and his mother is apparently a woman made of worms now. I'm not exactly sure.
She's looking all crazy at this.
This is only conjecture, by the way. We have no evidence to support any of this, other than their own wild claims about his origins.
What would be the reason they would lie about it?
Evil lies. Lies are extraordinarily powerful tools to deceive and manipulate people.
It is very true.
Yes, so it is possible that he was spawned by those creatures in order to become a vessel for an elder evil to invade our realm.
What? What? Oh,
I mean, that's what they claimed, at least.
Let me understand this correctly. She's like little writing notes. You think they created him?
They claim to have, yes.
Do you think he's dangerous?
Well, I've never experienced him to be anything but extraordinarily helpful and to do good things upon our trips. But I've only known so long. I mean, Leopold, have you ever seen anything suspicious? Leopold hasn't seen anything suspicious. See?
Maybe he's not. Is he here? He's lighting up green, but I don't hear him. Yep, still lighting up green, but can't hear. Can anyone else hear him?
No. No.
How about now?
Yep, now we can.
Okay, apparently my cord got pulled out of my microphone just a little bit. Well, you know, it's not. They said he was a failed experiment, so I don't think it went the way that they wanted. Yes, they said he was supposed to be that something for their plans, and apparently he didn't turn out the way they wanted him to, and he was born by his mother. His mother has been converted into one of these worm things, and they wanted him for his powers, and now that appears to have fallen by the wayside, as long as he remains the way he is.
This is conjecture and theory, by the way. Once again, we have no proof to support any of these facts.
I'm definitely going to have to tell Janusi about this one. I am going to need full reports from all of you.
Sure.
She's telling that to you, since you're like kind of the one in charge.
I'm the leader.
Yeah. So yeah, she tells you as if for you to tell the rest.
Yes, we will have reports for you. We do plan to take a bit of a rest. That was a bit of a trek, and we'll at least have the reports for you done by tomorrow afternoon.
I would also like to note, now that I'm thinking about it, that I do feel quite confident that in our previous engagements with her, she did lie to us on several occasions So, or at least lied to him on several occasions. So, while we, are not quite sure what she told us in the later stages of our engagements were true, early on in our discussions with her, I'm pretty sure she was lying to us and trying to manipulate us.
All right. I look forward to reading the reports, and I'll be sure to tell Janusi about this. I'm sure he'll take this very seriously.
Yes. Yes.
Well, they say all publicity is good publicity, right?
No, no one says that.
And as you two are excusing yourself out of her office, she says, Leopold, can you just stay behind for 1 minute?
Sure.
And escorts her van. One van.
Yeah,
leaves.
I just walk out casually, but then I stealth back up to the door and listen in.
She goes, close the door, please.
I do.
Closed.
I close the door, but then I make maybe even some walking steps away, but then I sneak.
You wanted to talk to me privately.
She just says, yes, what you just told me does sound pretty bad. I'm not sure why you guys seem okay with this. This seems like it could put the library in a lot of serious danger.
I wouldn't say okay. I would say that a lot of things that we have discovered or done potentially has to do with putting the library in danger. I mean, there was a book that killed several people that we ended up finding that would put the library in danger. We had to sell that one. It kind of comes with this job.
This could be a little different. There's a lot of knowledge here, Leopold, and in the wrong hands, it could be disastrous. I'm going to need you to keep an eye on him. If you see anything out of the ordinary, you must report it to me.
I mean, that is my job in general, keeping these people in line, so I don't see why it'd be any different.
All right, that is all. And thank you.
All right, for all that it's worth, I don't think that Van himself is dangerous. The fate of these people himself is dangerous, but I do believe that there are machinations in place that are dangerous.
She goes,
So we'll have to be prepared.
I value your input.
All right. Well, I'm going to drink and then write a lovely report.
I sneak away.
Okay. All right, yeah, you open the door and then leave off.
Man, you're like 5 feet away from the door. What are you...
Where do you guys head off to?
I'm like, what? No, I mean, yes. I was listening in.
Head to the bar.
All right. Yeah, at the bar you would see Fader and Hemlock probably on their second round.
Just talking to Van on the way. Van, there is some things called a mission that would have been lovely in that particular sense. I know I'm usually the one for honesty, but that was a bit heavy-handed.
Well, you never know. I mean, in the end, Janusi may be able to provide us with valuable information.
Sure, why not?
Like I said, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, we can all agree that the information that we received from them is questionable, but, it is certainly worth considering.
Okay, all right. Fader! Hemlock! What are we drinking?
Hey! Mead, you want wine, right? It'll be on me.
Yes, I would very much like wine.
I'll go run to the bar and get some wine. What do you want, Van? Ale?
Wine, red wine.
Wine. All right,
Yeah.
2 wines, bartender.
All right, he slides them over to you.
Thank you. Put it on my tab.
All right, so
Here you go.
Peter Lay essentially knows everything, unfortunately.
Oh,
Wait, what do you mean everything? Everything?
No, the whole Prince of Darkness, everything that.
Well, the majority of things.
She's going to want to report, isn't she?
Yeah, so she's
Doesn't she
gonna.
always
No.
want to report?
Does she want us to do a report as well, or just
We
you?
all have to do a report, and we might as well not lie about anything at this point, at this juncture. And we do have till tomorrow afternoon. I told her so. Tonight, for the rest of the day, we have a lovely day to spend drinking and whatnot, and actually trying to enjoy ourselves.
Do you think there's any books on the, babies being born in darkness?
I think that's like most of fairy tales in general.
It would be a very dark book. I mean, we're talking about some sort of demonomicon.
Something in the bolts?
We've looked for
perhaps?
something on these other planes before, and nothing really came up.
And if it was a book that was at all known, I suspect it would have been one of the first places that would have been searched when we announced that there was this issue.
Yeah, but this is kind of different, don't you think? Being born in darkness, we didn't know that part. We didn't even know he had a twin.
I mean, a son should not be judged for the sins of their father. It'd be messed up if they did that.
Hold on. I just realized something.
Huh?
When did I'm gonna continue referring to her as my mother, although I think we all are pretty well in agreement that she most likely. Well, I don't know.
Did
Mother
you see
does
her
sound better
after
than
she
wormy,
took off the
squirmy lady.
mask?
Oh,
It was
when
ugly.
she said that she had met with a wizard who didn't help because he was only concerned about learning from her, not concerned about her safety. Had I already been born at that point?
Pretty sure that's when she was talking about Mordenkainen. Mordenkainen told us that she met before you were born, and
Damn, because that would be a source of confirmation or refutation if we could have asked him if I was born an only child or if I had been born with a twin.
Also, I'm beginning to suspect Mordenkainen's a bit of a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. I was getting that vibe off of him.
2 glasses in already, by the way.
Well, hold on.
I'm third.
We haven't actually met the gentleman. All we know about him is what we've heard secondhand from, let's be honest, my mother.
A wizard of that much renown probably has a lot on his plate, so.
And most likely is a bit of a dick when it comes
Yeah.
to.
Yes, just not, it doesn't necessarily mean today. He just doesn't concern himself with issues that he doesn't consider important,
So who is running experiments on her? Mordekainen?
No, the shadow
The little
realm.
shadow guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the evil people tortured them, and
So your brother can't survive outside in here for very long,
Correct.
and we can't survive a long time in there. Then
probably not.
for very long.
Also correct.
If
In
he's
fact,
your twin brother, why can't they use him as the vessel for the ancient evil?
Well, he said they both were flawed. He could not withstand being outside, and then Vader did not develop his powers as much.
my cowardice prevents me from being an acceptable vessel, and while he might be an acceptable vessel, he can't spend enough time in the material plane to be of any use, apparently.
Vader, as a vessel, what kind do you think you are? You think you're a boat? Do you think you're a carriage? You think you're a flask? What kind of vessel would you call yourself?
I think in this context, it's more of a chalice.
There you go.
Your brother didn't seem particularly powerful, having been there and unlocked his powers.
It would be an avatar. Like that would be.
Yeah.
No, I'm just making a joke.
No, I know. It was good. It was funny.
What were you saying, Van?
That your brother didn't seem to be all that powerful for having been there and, fallen to the dark side.
Seems to have the exact same ability as Vader, actually.
He was throwing psychic daggers. Although he may have been weakened by being on the material plane.
That too. Honestly, those things with the stabs, they suck the hardest. Oh my god, do those things suck.
Oh yeah, they do.
The big ones with the claws
Yeah.
are awful, even for me.
I almost died again.
I'm going to make a
6 attacks.
suggestion here. Van and I think we're both in need of something. These creatures are not susceptible to my daggers, and apparently things that are not magical are not all that useful against them. I think one of our next orders of things we should be doing is to get Van a magical sword of some sort, and myself perhaps a magical bow of some sort, so that when I am fighting these things, I can
take
do-
some money, a little good bit of
I know.
bondage.
We have found some very sweet loot recently.
So should we do a shopping spree next?
I mean, we
Um,
have to write the report, and then we can go.
I also don't know if we can we even afford this sort of thing at the moment.
We would have to find somebody that would buy that spell book that Mr. Zikrin dropped, but that's about it.
I've got a bunch of small things that we could sell, but that would require finding various sorts of people. What were you saying there, Hemlock?
I don't know.
I certainly hope we're out of the woods with this whole thing to begin with. I mean,
I
we
don't
can
think we
assume
are.
that because this meteor is gone that we're safe, but the truth is, if they don't come back, it's going to be difficult for us to ascertain the truth. I mean, it may be difficult for us to ascertain the truth,
I'm
regardless.
certainly hoping we have about 20 years until
would
the
be
next.
great.
Yeah,
Me
so-
too. Yeah, you know.
Anywho's it?
All right. So how long do you guys day drink till?
Are we day drinking at this point?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Good morning.
And
I mean, it's getting close to the afternoon now.
Oh man, it's great.
Where's my mouse?
Hey, Hemlock, you look like you could use bath because there's a lot of blood on the
Yeah.
drive.
I am a god. I have not died yet.
That's because you changing things is great. You gotta think.
I love it. It's the best. You know what's the best? You're the
And-
best.
Yeah, we're
you're the
we're all the
best.
best. To Fader, the greatest
Fader!
coward there is to being not good cowardice. Yeah.
I've got to say, I mean, I don't know if the last time you guys were mauled to within an inch of your life, but it is terrible. So painful, so traumatic. I mean, it's been a while. I honestly don't recall getting that deep before. When I finally killed that last one, I was,
It was
on the
bad,
brink of
right?
fainting. It was
Yeah,
bad.
it's bad. Yeah, I have a chunk missing. This chunk.
Are you kidding? Look at these scars.
Oh, I got this one right here.
See this what I got on my ass
Oh,
from a snow-rocerus that got me back in the day.
Snowrocerus.
Yes, that's what we call them. Snowy.
That's
Right
not a
opposites.
real bicycle.
Not in the material realm.
I wonder if I can turn into a Snowrocerus.
We got Hemlock
Come on down
and
to the Fey realm.
Hemlock and Van becoming buddies over their their scars, their battle scars, while Leopold and Fader have none to show. I love it. All right. Anyway, so I mean, you guys tell me because we'll say it's afternoon. Are you guys gonna do anything for the rest of the day, or are we just gonna skip ahead to making it a rest day?
I'd say rest day.
Yeah, I think what I would be doing is at least starting to put my thoughts together for writing this report.
I have not got to spend a lovely night's sleep in my watch in so long. I'm going to.
Oh, are we all sleeping in your watch tonight?
Watch
No,
time.
no, you can't stay in the watch that long. I'm the one that can stay in the watch that long.
Well,
Oh.
okay.
He has
I
to
just
talk. He has
Uh,
to talk to his girlfriend. That's just why.
I understand that. I'm just are we sure that these things are gone?
You'll be fine.
Okay. We've
We'll be fine.
always been fine resting when we were in the dome.
Does
when
she
they-
show up when you two guys are like just alone in there, or what do you got going on?
Huh?
You know, the smoking hot genie lady you be bringing around. Like,
What?
That's his
you guys have a long time
girlfriend.
together in there. What's happening?
That's his
She's
girlfriend.
not in
Is
my
it so?
watch. I just don't
Yeah.
want to hear you snoring for
How
8
am I
hours.
gonna end
a
up
night.
going around here without a girlfriend? You see this body? Fucking cut up.
I just don't want to hear you snoring the entire time I sleep. There has been a lot of smells.
I don't even sleep. I
that
go into a
dome.
meditative state.
There's been a lot of smells in that dome that I would like to get away from for a night. And
You're
All
right.
right, man. You have a good time in there.
Do
A
me a
little bit
favor though.
jealous.
When you do go into your watch, please leave behind the lantern of revealing.
all right, yeah, you can handle this. No, that's fine.
I am caked in blood, dirty, nasty, smelly. My feet are black. Going to the bath and steam house.
Sounds like a plan. Sign me up.
I never even noticed it was a me.
Oh.
Do they have a masseuse in here? I need someone to work this out. Got some
Uh,
knots.
I'm going to. I don't think we should be. I don't think anybody should be alone. I'm going to go over to the bath and
Sounds
steam
good to
house as
me.
well. I'm going to stand guard outside the door.
Okay.
Man, should probably get in there.
So this place, yeah, it's like a little bathhouse where there's some spacious rooms that contain heated pools where people go to and engage in casual conversation and debates, things like that. So yeah, when you come in, they do have massage parlors and these little side chambers and hot sauna rooms and things like that. So are you going for the pools where there's more than one person? Are you going to like a hot sauna room trying to find one of those?
I'm gonna go through the progression, you know.
Okay, just sit in the pool for a little bit first, set
Yeah.
up there.
Bathe, clean myself off, go sit in the sauna, and then get the massage.
Okay.
Oh, if Van's here too, I'll go in and join as well.
Yeah, man.
Oh, so he wants to see Van in a pool.
It's alright. I'll go in the pool.
Okay.
Sculpted elf again.
Cannonball.
Sculpted elf. All right. If you cannonball, people are gonna give you like really
Hell
bad
yeah.
looks. You get a lot of dirty looks when you do that, and someone says, "This is not a place for children."
Excuse me. I am 23 years old. I am no
Well, don't
child.
act like it, young lady. Some older man who's naked in the water says, his shriveled
Curmudgeon
body.
heeled people around here.
As he's saying that, I'm going to do a cannonballing as well.
All right, you splash in too, and they say, "Let's get management over here. These guys do not belong here."
Just like run and like
Uh,
dive in elegantly.
All right, you guys are asked to leave.
10 out of 10. At least I'm clean.
After that, you are no longer welcome here in the bath and steam house. And they escort you out the front.
Oh man.
Did
You got
Hemlock
to go
at least
water.
get clean?
Did I get clean.
After, so
I mean,
after,
partially.
Roll a
whatever.
d20.
But like
Yeah,
after like
roll a d20.
they like say they're going to get like the people, I just like turn invisible in the pool.
I mean, when you go into the water,
9. Only 9 limbs
Yeah.
got clean.
I'm just invisible
You've
on the other side of the
9
pool.
limbs? What?
people would have seen you, so they would just ask you to leave, like tell you they saw you in here. There's not like just one person in here. You guys have been asked to leave. There's
I'm left.
I just like feel like asked me to leave. I'm just like sitting there washing. I'm like, I got a few minutes. Just I gotta get clean.
So much for being heroes of Candlekeep.
I guess we can get clean down by the ocean, in the ocean.
I don't know if we can get to the ocean from up here.
What's this over here?
Yeah, leaving the front and then going down into.
That's a cliff.
Is it?
But
I
yeah.
think
There's a
is it-
dock, I
mean,
thought.
is that a-
No, that is kind of a drop, but I'm sure you could do some rock climbing.
Would you like to go swimming in the ocean?
Yes.
Ooh, I could do some fishing.
Did they get devoured by sharks episode?
All right, so you guys leave or get kicked out of the bathhouse and head outside in a drunken stupor to go swimming in the ocean. While they're doing that, what is Leopold doing?
Leopold probably just tosses the watch onto the bed and just jumps into it and does like this weird dive of smoke into the watch.
All right, you dive in. The room is just as you left it. What do you do first?
Probably just slam my head into an armchair and just like, oh, I miss this. It's so comfy in here.
Right, you have the nice quiet room all up to yourself. You're lying back, your eyes are closed, just resting, and then you hear your familiar voice of your patron. And she says, "Hello, Leopold." And
Oh, hi.
just show her again. There you
Van, he showed her again.
go.
Hot.
You know, just going with the flow.
Yeah, she's sitting in a chair that's just came out of nowhere. It's really fancy and noble, noblish chair. Kind of sways like air every now and then. And she says, I just wanted to come back and truly give you my thanks. I was kind of short with you before, but, you know, nobles have a parents to keep. But I just wanted you to know that I am truly grateful for what you've done. I knew I chose wisely when I picked you.
So sweet. I did apologize. I had a couple. I'm so glad to serve you, Mistress Adelia.
She snaps her fingers and you are sober.
Oh God. Oh. I'm so sorry. No, thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve, Mistress Aurelia. You've given me so much that I couldn't achieve on my own.
Yes. She goes, I know your life's been hard, and I know you wish to be greater than you are. And with your help, I just wanted you to know that if you wish for it, it will be yours. I am prepared to let you go, if that is your wish. Let me know. You have 1 week to decide.
My goodness. I will think on this.
And then she kind of just smiles at you and vanishes in a wisp of air. So you get the feeling if you do decide to take this on, you can choose from Clockwork Soul, Sorcerer, or Chronergy, Wizard.
Oh. Okay.
Since those two are the most related to your current class.
Okay.
All right. What do you do for the rest of the time you're in there? Or did you want something to ask her? Like,
No.
okay.
That really would just send him for a big loop. So he's probably just gonna sit there in silence and he's just sitting there with the blank face, and you got all the equations just flowing over the face, and just like the meme of it, just sitting there.
Okay. So you do that for the remainder of the day, and the other guys are jumping in climbing down rocks. I mean, most of them Van could fly. Vader is pretty agile. Shepard can turn into an animal if she chose, right? So do you guys attempt to climb down, or do you guys use some other means?
I definitely.
I'm jumping.
You're jumping, and then what are you turning into? Are you turning into anything, or are you just...
Nope, jumping.
Oh boy. Give me a acrobatics check. This was not a good jump. Yeah, it's like you went like flat, and yeah, it hurts. You're gonna get just as you slam into the water, you just take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Belly
Yeah,
flop.
it was a hurtful
Oh.
belly flop.
That was
I'm jumping after her.
All right. Well, you're good at this, so you can get acrobatics.
Do or do not.
Do, yeah. Yeah, you just not even a splash. Just perfect. However you want to jump in.
I'll surface right next to her and just sort of hold her up and make sure she's okay.
My chest is so red now. Owie.
I'm gonna like get myself ready to do like a dive and then go off like I'm gonna perfectly dive, but then like just as I'm about to hit the water, I'm gonna fly and just like cruise along the surface.
Show
Start
off.
doing that. Awesome.
Can I still roll? I just want to roll.
Okay, yeah, sure. Roll. I mean, with advantage, I would say, since you have these shoes. I can't hear you. Oh, there you go. Oh.
Gotta talk to myself, but yeah, there you go.
Yep, that's good. So yeah, you look
one's in a
perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly how you explained it. All right.
It's like back, lay like this, like just like cruising along the surface. Like, ah.
That'd be so nice. Yeah, I mean, you guys can play in the ocean for the rest of the day if that's what you choose to do. All right, you guys.
Shall I scrub your back, Hemlock?
Please.
Can I do some fishing?
Yeah, you can do fishing.
Can I roll for fishing?
Yep, survival.
Oh man, survival.
That's what it is. 17, yeah, you get some fish.
One of these days.
One of these days, you're gonna get it.
It's got to be a crit.
So you guys, yeah, do the rest of this. The sun goes down. How late do you stay out here?
I start getting nervous when it starts to.
Is that
shadow
fear coming
over.
in?
Yeah.
4 or 5 o'clock, you know. Don't want to be late for dinner.
Okay.
We get changed.
All right. I mean, yeah, you guys can do what you want. I mean, this is a free day, so you guys all get together and go back downstairs. I guess House of Rest or the bar. It's up to you, and tell me what you're gonna do. Or is there anything you guys want to say before we just call it a night?
Has anyone given any thought to what you're going to put into your report?
Well, Leopold said he told her everything.
So
I
might
told
as
her
well.
everything.
Okay, Van told her everything, so we got to put everything in there.
The whole shebang.
The whole shaboodle.
It'll be fine, I think.
Hey,
Although
Whatever
the people
happens.
at the bathhouse were rather stuffy.
Yeah, I mean, I did one cannonball.
Hey, imagine if you had done that cannonball as a fire elemental.
Oh my god, that'd be.
You all did one cannonball. Like, I did one cannonball.
I did a perfect dive.
I mean, they need some fun in their lives. Just talking about and debating around a bathhouse is. Ugh.
Do you think the bathhouses in Waterdeep are more accommodating to our shenanigans?
We should ask Leopold. He would know.
Yeah, he would know.
Well, we should do that. Anyways, I think we should submit our reports tomorrow early and then head off to somewhere for shopping spree. We'll leave this all behind us, take a little vacation. Nobody seems to care what we do anymore. I think we could just go.
Hopefully, Frida doesn't give us, another adventure. Maybe she will. Actually, I kind of want another adventure.
Me too. But hopefully, maybe it'll be in Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate,
Yeah. Hopefully there's no time limit on this one.
I mean, with the tree portal-y thing, I feel like we can do it pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need to, you know what? We don't need to tell her about the tree portal-y thing, and then she'll assume it's going to take us forever, but it's really not.
You're smart. Okay, don't put that in your report. I'll tell Leopold in the morning.
Yes, no tree portal-y thing in the report.
Fridley is a pretty bright gal.
She doesn't know I learned.
Well,
Tell her.
she does know that we just went to and back a place that's a 3-day trip, a 3-day hike, and we got back the following day.
I was a horse, and we went double time.
Yeah.
I turned me in a horse, and I turned Van in a horse, and you guys rode on us.
Maybe we hired a ship to go out and back along the coast.
Maybe she just won't know.
I don't know what the ships are like where you come from, but here they do still take time to travel.
Because it was also up the mountain, which was like a 3-day hike in itself.
Damn.
Well, if she asks us about it. Maybe.
Yeah. We don't have to say it.
We should have been gone for the better part of 2 weeks.
Let's just casually omit it, and if she starts questioning us about it, we'll divulge.
It's limited only 1 day per use.
So the question becomes, does Leopold put it in his report without telling the crew?
I will tell him.
We're going to tell him not to.
Is he here?
He's in his watch currently.
Oh yeah, he's currently in his watch.
No, but we're going to get him before. He hasn't written his report yet either. He was drunk.
Not
Yeah, he's
anymore.
drunk.
I'll write it now. We don't know that.
Now he's just in his watch
Yeah.
writing a report for the rest of the night.
I assume that he is drunk in his watch, and I'm like, dude, there's no way he's writing a report today. He was hammered.
He was.
And he's in his watch
wasted.
completely freaking sober thanks to his Mitchell. Like, I guess I'll write the report now.
Good thing I brought this bottle of wine with me.
So, I mean, if there's anything else, I could just say you all get your long rest. You'll sleep. It's the next day.
Grab Leopold before he writes his report. Before, when we switch watch, I'll just be like, because normally you take first watch, right? So I'll just be like, make sure you're paying attention to the watch. We need to make sure that we catch Leopold before he goes submitting his report. Not that it's.
Can't
that
he
big a deal,
hear
but-
us?
Oh yeah, you can hear us in there.
Leopold,
Yeah.
don't say I'm planned traveling in your report. Thank you, dear. Good night.
Just cut to a scene with Leopold holding up like a remote control to the ceiling and just putting mute on it.
Yeah.
All right, long rest next day. We're doing good.
Yep.
Cool.
I feel like this is the longest we've gone in weeks without an encounter with those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a quiet night. Quite relaxing.
Well-
Oh my goodness.
I think we should submit our reports and try and make our way to a town somewhere.
I do so love not being attacked in the middle of the night. Oh, that was lovely. Ah,
We can even all write it together. We'll help each other out. It'll be, we'll do a little
Leopold,
work session.
can we cheat and just look at yours so we can just rewrite it?
what?
Let's get this done.
Yes,
Hey, I got
Leopold?
hit.
Report.
I
So
got
that's
hit in
Not
the
really
head
my
a
favorite
lot.
type of thing.
So that's a yes, Leopold?
Please.
Thank you.
I got 10
hit in
gold
the head
pieces for it.
like
There you go. 10
multiple
gold
times,
pieces.
and I can't remember half the things.
Oh my god.
Don't
Come
forget,
on, 10
don't forget to
gold.
change the
Totally
wording
worth
so that it sounds original.
Yeah, I have to say that I was fire. Just
I
fire.
mean, so
You people have never been to school, have you?
My father's a scholar. He's self-taught.
so does Leopold give them his report?
Hell no.
All right. I just write it quick. I put everything in there. Pretty detailed.
Could you read mine then after I do
Of
it?
course.
Sure. Proofread
Okay.
your reports.
Frito-Lay always makes fun of me because I spelled things wrong.
Are you making fun of me?
All she did was sneeze.
Sneezed in a judging way, so I got to make sure everything is period, dot, comma.
She's totally making fun
Mine's
of you right
done.
now.
Mine's done.
Because I saw
guys
you
ready?
yell at her for that.
Get this.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Start doing some calisthenics while they're finishing up. I'm like, ah.
So, Leopold, do you put it in your report about the tree? Did you put it in your report?
No, I'd probably leave it that we traveled expeditiously and whatnot.
All right. Yeah, you find her in her office. Of course, she's always there. How do you come in? Who's with you?
Probably all
I-
going.
Yeah,
right?
I think we would all go.
Okay, I
Me.
didn't know if you just handed them all to
Sure.
him. All right. You all head over. As you come in, she says, "Oh, look at you, all bright and ready to get back to work, I see."
Mhm.
Yes.
She goes, "Oh, perfect." And she goes through her papers on her desk, and she pulls out a book.
A book, Frito-Lay. Lovely,
And,
dear. What do we
Can't
have
wait.
here?
She says, "I have this urgent request from the Harpers. Do you know the Harpers?"
We should know the Harpers, right? I
Yeah,
don't
everyone
know.
kind of knows who they. I
It's
guess
like-
Aren't they like a
maybe you won't.
vigilantes? Or
Yeah, they're a
like
group of
police?
Secret vigilantes. They're like
Yeah.
low-key. They're like
Stick
little
the-
Batmans with their...
Stick their noses into things.
Kind of things like that. Yeah, they're an organization of spellcasters who oppose any kind of abuse of power, magical or otherwise.
Like they,
They recently came to us with a request about one of our books that we had, and they and she also opens up her drawer and pulls out this dagger. It looks like it's a crystal dagger with a green crystal blade on it.
Oh dear, that's nasty looking.
Interesting.
She says, "Yes, this is quite an interesting situation. You see, they need you to go in this book and cure somebody of a rare disease."
Go into a book and call somebody. How?
A book
Huh?
person?
I know it's a little strange.
are we going into the book, or is the book a portal to another place?
I guess, does any of you ever... you see the book is called The Curious Tale of Wisteria Vale. And she goes, "Have any of you ever heard of Errant Quill? Everyone give me a history check." Fader and Van and Leopold all heard this. Hemlock was just too busy being in the woods. It's a druid. So I guess this would be a fairly noted tale. A lot of people know it. But Errant Quail is a true story of something that happened in the past where this guy was fighting people who abused power, and he would kind of go in and take them down. He was like a little legend, but then he was inflicted with some kind of not a maddening disease, but afflicted with a curse in a sense that was uncurable. And so they put him in this book to sustain his life as like a demiplane until they could find a cure.
Oh. Demi, is it dangerous in there, or is it just a book?
Oh no! She assures me that the place in here is quite hospitable.
How are we supposed to heal disease, though? I don't know if. And if
you need
we're
to
not exactly healers.
You need to stab him with this blade.
Are you
Stab him?
somebody and heal them? That doesn't make any sense.
She said that's the same. That was how the curse happened. He was stabbed with a different kind of crystal blade, and this one was created to cure him.
Okay. I'm down to stab people, I guess.
Yeah, so the way to get in there is somewhere in this book. They didn't quite... She wasn't... The person who gave it to me wasn't the author, so she didn't know the exact phrase. But it's a short read, and she hands it to Hemlock.
I'm still looking incredulously at this book and this dagger that you're supposed to stab somebody and heal them with it. Just like...
I'm like, well, we are going to get right on that free-to-lay. I assure you it is our top priority. I'm super excited to once again be doing a mission for you, and I assure you we will be successful in the absolute quickest possible way.
May Vader have the dagger, Fiddle?
Okay, yeah, she hands it to Fader.
Is this good for anything other than just... I mean, is this a weapon, or is it just
Oh,
a
no,
cure?
it is only to be used as the cure.
Okay.
Stabbing a man with a dagger.
Do you want us to read it here, or do you want us to go back to our room?
Oh, you could read it if you choose here or there. It's fine.
That's, we got other stuff to do. I got to outfit myself. I've been a lot of adventuring lately.
This is quite important. You're saving a man's life inside.
Absolutely. Got it.
May I ask, this person who was Erin Quill, was placed into this demiplane as a sort of a stasis to sort of keep him alive until this cure could be found?
That's how I understand it, yes.
And do we know how long ago that was?
I believe it was, I don't know, a couple years ago. I'm
Absolutely.
not quite sure.
How do all these people
Top
get
priority. We'll get on it.
How do all these people get themselves trapped in books?
Well, they did it on purpose for this man who went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
So how do there must be a way out of the book once you're in the book, right? That's
It sounds like as though the book is not really we're not going into the book. We're
prison.
using the book to get to the demiplane.
out.
To probably get out of the demiplane, we probably have to stab him and finish the book or whatever.
Now, I feel as though we've done this sort of thing before. Didn't this happen once before when we went back in the past?
Yes.
But this is not a past. This is a demiplane.
Maybe if the book tells us how to get into the demiplane, it will also tell us how to get out.
Smart.
Sure. Anyway, we'll get on this expeditiously. It sounds rather straightforward. You just go into a book and stab a guy. I mean, what is he afflicted with again? A curse?
Madness?
Yeah, just a curse.
And if I, am I like stabbing? I mean, am I driving this into his heart, or am I just nicking him with it? I mean, what is it possible that I'm doing more damage than good?
They just said stab him with it.
And the,
They.
the nature
and
of
we
this
believe them.
curse, is he violent or
We'll
is he
progressively go
like
more violent
sitting
stabs,
there?
you know,
Will they tell us
until
if I
we
read
get
the book?
desired
She
effect.
goes, they're the Harpers. Of course we believe them.
Maybe we have to stab him in the same exact spot that the guide stabbed him.
You know, we also happen to be magic users who fight evil. You know, you think they are looking for new members at the Harpers, or what's going on with that?
You already have a job.
We have jobs.
We could, you know, I'm free. You know, I have a lot of free time.
No, we don't.
It's true, we don't.
We literally just got back and now we're doing another. We have no
Maybe
free
we
time.
can get credit for maybe we can get credit on both sides. You know, maybe we could double down.
Let's not talk about it in front of our employer, okay?
I'm
I was
sure
just going to
Frito-Lay
say
has.
that.
I'm sure Frito-Lay has some important work.
Frito-Lay.
He's
Hey.
our buddy. Come
Thank
on,
you,
know,
Frito-Lay, for this next job. We'll definitely open it in our room so we don't cause craziness in your beautiful office.
All right, good, and keep me up to date.
It's always good to
Gotcha.
see you, Frito-Lay.
And she takes all your reports.
I'm gonna get you a present next time I come back.
Oh, Frito-Lay, it is perfect. I had Leopold look at it.
I'll be the judge of that one.
Yes, here is my
Kind of
report.
gives you a look.
We'll be back to give you another report on how we handled all this.
Yeah.
With that, let's take a 10-minute break because I need to.
I have to pee.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need a break. All right. So, where do we leave off? Oh, so you left off with you guys getting a new mission from Friedle. She tells you that to read this book. It will give you all the information you need and to save a guy's life who is trapped inside from corruption. Where do you guys head off to?
Said we were going to go to the room.
I feel like that we should read as we're walking to the tree that will bring us to Waterdeep.
We can't bring the book out of Candlekeep.
We can't?
No.
No.
Have we been told that?
Yeah.
That's kind of the rule for Candlekeep.
You bring your book out.
That's his personal book. This is our job book.
I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. We just go into a book and stab a guy.
That's like
Nothing is
another
ever
day.
straightforward.
I feel like that. Yeah, I was about to be like, I feel like this is going to lead us down a rabbit hole.
All right. So, do you guys go back to your room or not? Seems the majority wants to go there, so.
I
We're
don't
going back.
feel like it's a good idea to just leave the book unattended, though. That seems like a bad idea.
Well, Friedle, we told her that we were going to enter the book in our room, and she didn't complain about that. So it seems as though she's all right with it sitting on a table in our room whilst we're away.
I mean,
Maybe we have what's his face? The one with the child? The dad?
Oh, that's
I mean-
going back a ways.
you live. I mean, everyone around you, even the people you live around you, are all avowed, and people who take care of books. And no one's gonna disturb your books.
Okay, that's fair.
True.
Okay, we'll leave the book in the room. We'll go. It's gonna take It's gonna take 2 days for us to get to Waterdeep and then back from Waterdeep because, unfortunately, we're not quite as powerful to do it twice in one day.
I thought Frito-Lay wants us to do this now.
That was kind of the deal, yeah.
Well, let's just do it, I guess.
Let's do it, and then we can go to Waterdeep after.
Hopefully, this is very straightforward.
Yeah, we go in, stab a guy,
Well,
you know.
first you have to read the book, which is gonna take a day.
Yep,
so someone,
I'm reading.
Who's gonna read it? All right. So while Hemlock's reading, what's everybody else doing for their day?
Can we go to Waterdeep?
Unless she's reading out loud.
I mean,
one-
I suppose I could
Okay,
read the book and you guys could go to Waterdeep while I'm reading.
we could do that.
I mean,
Okay,
it's only gonna
Leopold.
take a day, so you'll have it done by the night. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we'll go, stay in Waterdeep overnight. We'll be back first thing in the morning to do whatever we gotta do.
That's up to you guys.
Okay.
That could work.
I mean, we do need to get you a sword.
Do not do anything stupid in Waterdeep. Please do not do anything stupid in Waterdeep. Please do
not?
not do anything stupid in Waterdeep.
Before we go, Leopold, what's your surname again?
No.
Asher.
Ah, Leopold Asher.
No.
Very good.
All right.
Okay, then you're not going.
I will keep them in check. Don't worry, dear.
Obviously, know your name, man. Come on.
We just I'm going to pop in by your house. Do you want me to say anything to your sister or your mother?
Oh,
Or
I can't wait to see your parents
brother.
again.
you have a brother, right?
No, I have multiple brothers and sisters, but no, it's fine.
I didn't
Just-
know we were gonna stop in there, but that is interesting.
That's the tree that I'm going to pop through.
The one in the courtyard, yeah.
Just say that I'm busy. It's fine.
Doing your work while we,
Yes.
scamper off.
All right. Well, it's been fun.
Here is the spell book. Try to get as much as you can for it.
What do you think this is worth again?
I don't know. It's got some pretty high level spells in it.
I don't know. I'll figure that out. All right.
Okay.
Do bring me back some, I guess, parchment and ink.
Okay. Don't say anything out loud
Oh, that's a given.
from the book. Just saying. It starts glowing. Look away.
Sure.
Don't go towards the light, dear, without us, okay?
Right. Well, they said there was a word a phrase to get inside the book, much like Mordenkainen's book, I imagine. So I don't think this is not a trap book, so it shouldn't happen like that.
I'll keep an eye on you
Does your
by the end of the night. Just
have
make
a
sure you're still
distance?
there. Got it?
I'll message you through my book. It's fine.
All right, I'm just trying.
Vader, did you hear buddy?
I did not. What did you
Does
say?
your psychic connection thing have a distance?
1 mile.
1 mile.
Mr. Fada, if you wouldn't mind leaving the knife as well, I would like to examine. This is very strange for a knife to be a curse-breaking item, so I'd like to examine that as well.
I will leave it with you, of course. You don't have any intention of entering this book without us, do you?
Oh, hell no!
Okay.
Remember,
Yes.
he's a coward just like us.
Thank you for including. Thank you, dear. I hand the dagger over to Leopold.
That is never gonna get old.
Okay.
Keep it up, and maybe you won't either.
I didn't even say anything.
All right. So yeah, you guys head off to a tree, and Leopold starts reading the book. I was not ready for this day today.
Not ready for shopping day.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for a shopping day at Waterdeep. We'll just say it takes you, because you're pretty much teleporting to a place outside of Waterdeep, and outside of Candlekeep. So we'll say it takes you like 2 hours. You go find a tree, teleport, and then walk your way to Waterdeep. It is, say 9 in the morning. It's a bustling city. Do I even have Waterdeep map anymore? Yep.
Nice.
I miss Ren.
I miss Ren.
Ren is dead.
Ah,
Just kidding, Ren.
do we remember where? Oh, I do. I have
the writer, the doctor.
I have an ability when we're in a city that I can find the fastest way to wherever we need to go.
Cool.
Sweet.
All right, yeah, so you arrive. You know where to go. Where do you guys head off to first?
Should we sell the spell book first so we can get money?
High-end magic.
Perhaps
Spells,
perhaps we begin by finding out how much it's going to cost to purchase the things that we'd like to purchase.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna have to sell the book
mean-
one way or another.
So, doing a lot of the stuff you think you guys are going to try to do in a day is usually downtime activities, which takes a while. Selling magic items, buying magic items, unless it's something that the store just has on the rack. Otherwise, if it's something specific.
How do you do you play that a magical bow counts as a magical attack, or does it have to be a magical arrow?
No, bow makes the arrow magical.
Okay. Well, I just would like to get myself a standard magical short bow or long bow.
Okay.
You could find something like that, or even a bow +1 would be pretty good for magical attacks. Well, how about? I mean, do we know? I mean, we've taken a look at this book before. Do we have an idea of what spells are in here? We have a list of the spells
Yeah,
in here, right?
it's in Zikrin. He put it in our it's the creature Zikrin.
Yeah.
So it's actually got a 9th level spell. It's got a 9th, an 8th, 7th, a 6th.
So, yeah, I was
Really?
trying to do a quick search online to see how much spell books are worth. I guess there's this kind of rule of thumb: 50 gold piece times the spell level plus 50 or something like that.
Times all the spell levels?
No, just I guess
highest
per
or-
spell.
So
Right.
9.
First spell?
Is it?
Spell
would come
level
to-
would make sense. Although 50,000 per spell level. Spells are crazy expensive, right? Like what's a like a 5th level spell worth or something? A spell scroll.
50 gold pieces times the total spell levels. Oh,
Now,
so you
scrolls
count up all the
different from-
spell levels, how many spells there are, and then you times that by 50 gold pieces.
Oh, so
So how many spells are in that book? And like
9.
Times, but the higher level spells are worth more than the lower level spells, or they're all the
Total
same?
number of spell levels. So a
Yeah.
9th level spell and a 6th level spell would be 15 levels, 15
Yeah.
spell levels.
Correct.
oh, there's going to be some calculations here. Where's my calculator?
There's 28 spells in the book.
Yeah, but you got to look at it by each spell level. So there's 5. There's 4 level 5 spells, so that's 20. I'm doing math.
I'm trying to,
Do we? Where is this spell book?
I'm trying to remember where I put it.
It's under humanoid.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It
So
was
creatures,
his character sheet.
Humanoid.
Got it.
He was ugly.
So it's
That's
82 times 9, or 82 times 50.
82 times 50 is 4,100.
Yep.
And you said plus 50, so 4,150.
Correct. I mean, that's what it's worth.
Oh, right.
That's not really going to help us buy anything. I think we need more money than that.
Well, that's why I'm saying let's go to wherever we would be purchasing these items and find out how much it's going to cost us.
We should be able to get some armor +1, I would imagine. Actually, you know what? We may be able to buy quite a few items.
Wait, don't you already have magical armor?
Yeah, I don't need magical armor. I need the magical sword.
Oh,
But that's not going to help
right.
me buy the magical sword I want.
But I don't think I can afford anything. So I'm just your
Well, we have-
teleportator.
We have the book.
All right.
Yeah.
I have 433 gold.
So you're going to a weaponsmith?
Yes.
All right, in a large city. Okay. So yeah, you find a place called Gasantha's Extraordinary Arsenal. Oh man, it changed on me. I didn't get it. The title changed before I could save it. Trying to remember what I just said. Gatharsta?
Gasantha's?
Yeah, Gasankas. We'll just say that. Armory. They have tons of They have like +1 crossbow bolts, blowguns, greatsword, hand axe, javelin, rapier, +2 ammunition, a light crossbow +3. I mean, we'll just say What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a +1 bow, either longbow or short bow.
Yeah, they would have that.
Hemlock is looking for a suit of +1 studded leather
Or breastplate.
or
But that would be at the armor.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So +1 bow. Longbow, you said?
Either one.
So that would be 1,050 gold pieces.
For a longbow or for a
a
short bow?
longbow,
How about for a short bow?
1,025.
Yeah, might as well get the longbow.
That's why they price it like that. Might as well just get the longbow.
I don't know if you guys that I talked to last time, but would you be able to potentially turn this double-bladed scimitar into a +1 weapon?
Oh,
Didn't that take like 2 weeks or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the place. The other place is that. So he looks at it over and he says, "You said +2."
+1 and +2.
He says,
+2 would be nice.
Sure, we can do that. Is that what you're looking for?
Either that or potentially +1. You know, I don't know what I can afford as far as upgrading.
He says, well, +2 weapon, it's usually about 4,000 gold pieces plus the weapon's price. For +1, it's usually about 1,000 plus the weapon's price. But for you, yeah, we could just, if you're looking for a +1, that would be 1,000. Otherwise,
4,000.
yeah.
No.
So
I mean, just getting some sort of an enchantment on it is the important part.
yeah, I could have it ready for you in the week.
The problem I have, I mean, the only concern I have is that if I do that, then we can no longer use Hemlock spell. It actually does help me do quite a bit of damage.
Yes, but it uses Hemlock's concentration. Does it use your concentration? Uses Hemlock's concentration. It uses a spell. I mean, there are things that Hemlock would be able to do if she weren't always needing to do that.
All right.
Maybe
yeah.
you can ask for a loner short sword.
I mean, I actually could buy the longbow +1, and then I'd have a magic weapon. But I'd really like the blade to be there. Well, well,
I've also got my eye on that longbow +1.
okay.
You guys even have the money yet for the spell book?
Now we should go see about finding a.
Oh, and how much for some studded leather armor +1,
So
or a breastplate +1?
We're in a weapon shop. We have to go to an armorer.
Well, these are armaments.
Where would we find an armorer?
armorer.
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 An armor shop.
There's there's one not too far. There's right down the street.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
So are you buying the longbow? Do you have 1,000 gold pieces? Or
I do not. I do not at the moment.
Okay.
But I will. I should shortly. I will be back.
What about Van? Are you placing an order for
I actually don't. At this moment, I don't have enough money for either of them. So.
How much would you sell for a heavy crossbow?
How much?
How much would you take away, like from the longbow? Does that make sense?
No.
I have a
She's
heavy
trying to
crossbow
trade.
here. How much
Okay.
would you take off to get that to get that longbow?
You're trying to sell your crossbow, yes?
Yeah.
She says, I can give you 10 gold pieces for it.
No.
It's just a heavy
fine.
crossbow, yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing special.
I also have 2 short swords that I was told were worth 50 gold pieces apiece.
She says, I'll give you 30 gold pieces for them.
Each?
For the set.
Okay.
You do it?
I'll include that as part of the sale of the longbow.
So you are buying the longbow.
When I come back with enough money.
When you're ready, come back when you have money.
Sounds good.
I have a lot of money, just not.
All right.
We should find some place where we can sell this book. We should look at the armor, and we should find some place where we can sell gems and jewelry. I've got a number of things that I should probably unload that I can convert into cash.
Any idea what like the total on something like that might be?
I mean, I could add it up, but while we walk.
So you would find a scribe, I guess, for the book.
Is there like a scroll and magic
Yeah,
spell shop?
there's Homfra's Marvelous Quill, where she creates spell scrolls. That would be probably the best place you would take a spell book. You come in. It is a young female dwarf named Homfra. I'm having a hard time saying that name. She kind of looks up at you. She's She's at the end of the shop. You see a bunch of spell scrolls on the walls, and she's kind of like right at the end, facing the entire shop. You see a little podium with some parchment on it, and then you see a really high chair with this dwarf sitting on it, and she's scrying. And she sees you come in, and she says, "Can I help you? Welcome to Homefruz."
Hello. We were wondering if we could sell you a spell book.
Ooh, whose spell book is it?
It's
Zikran
Zikran
Zakran.
Saffron.
Not quite sure I heard about that one before. How did you get it, might I ask? If it's not yours, why do you have his?
We found it.
It has a
We
number
are
of powerful spells in it.
Yeah, we are adventurers in the employ of Candlekeep, and they sent us on a mission to a involving Mr. Zikran, and unfortunately, he did not end up being alive at the end of it.
Yes, he passed away.
I know a few people who are at Candlekeep, and from my understanding is they take books. They aren't in the business of selling them. So wouldn't you have stored the book at Candlekeep in their vaults?
They told us that we could keep it as like a boon because we helped them out.
Reward? Oh, give me a deception check. Okay.
Gonna find out these guys got arrested in Candlekeep for murder.
She kind of looks at you, a little fishy, and you want to sell it, huh? And she
Yes,
kind
ma'am.
of do you hand it to her so she can look it over?
I was gonna ask you first. I was like, I'm actually interested in potentially purchasing some level 9 spell scrolls. What would something like that go for?
Let me look. Oh, that's some powerful magic you're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely.
A 9th level spell scroll that could be potentially up to 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh, that's good to know. 9th level
Good to know.
spells worth 10 grand. Yeah. Cool. What do you think about the book?
Do you hand it to her?
I think she has to look at the book if she's gonna buy it from us. So.
Yeah, but I don't trust her. Do I know anything of Waterdeep? And
I
it's
mean, it's like going to New York.
Ooh. I don't trust anybody in New York.
I mean,
trying
these
to
are
tell her the book, she's
established,
gotta look at 'em.
established places.
I think we
It's
have
not
to
like
show
a
it to
seller
her.
on the street.
Yeah, it's fine.
Would you like to
Alright.
book this book? Can you show it to me? No.
This is fishy, but okay, here.
And she takes the book and she starts flipping through the pages, and she's just looking at it. Takes a good minute to like really look at each page, and she says, "I could give you 1,230 gold pieces for this.
I mean, you just told me a 1/9 level spell scroll is worth 20 grand, and this has a 9th level spell and an 8th level spell. I mean, this has.
These aren't spell
Many.
scrolls, though. This is a spell book.
I mean, yeah, doesn't a scroll only be useful one time, and then the book is always useful?
It's not quite like that, no. The book would teach you how to do the spell, but you still need all the components to cast spells and things like that. Spell scrolls have that all in it.
And all the components for the spells too, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but
So
it's all in a spell scroll. Because you
Right.
cast...
Non-magical creatures use spell scrolls? Or non-magical?
As long as you could read it. I mean, that's also how... The way because I know it's up to debate, but yeah, I do it. I guess if you're... How did I used to do that? Wait, because I think there's rules for it. Where
I think there are.
rules
You can
make
use a scroll
roll.
if
You have to be a spellcaster to use a scroll, typically.
And if
In
you're
fact-
not, then you have to do an Arcana check or something. Like
Yeah,
Correct.
that's what we did in fact.
that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, I
how.
guess I've never really used a spell scroll in this game before.
Yeah, you have. Not in this game.
Because yeah, to create a spell scroll, you have to cast the spell and then save it into that paper. In a sense.
Do I feel like she's giving me a good deal?
I mean, it's it's like going to a pawn shop. You're usually going to get like 30% or something of what it's actually worth, so they can make money off of it. So that's what she offered you. I'm just saying that's what she offered you. So
Gotta be a haggler.
I suck at talking.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, we left the charisma guy.
not necessarily.
This book, I'm sorry, but that price is outrageous. This book
Excuse me,
is
I think that's quite.
this book belonged to a high wizard, like super powerful. He almost killed all of us.
But he
But
didn't, did he?
No, because we are powerful people. We know powerful people as well.
Are you threatening me?
No, we just.
No.
Listen,
Well,
I feel relatively certain that book is worth quite a bit more than that. Perhaps you could give us 2,000 gold for it.
Looks at her. You're asking way too much.
Perhaps 1,800
I'll-
would be a.
The highest I'll go is 1435.
What was the original offer? 1,400?
Original offer
13.
was like 1,000.
No, it was 1,000. It was like 13 something.
I mean, do you want to give me a persuasion check? One of
Yes,
you?
please.
Okay.
I will.
Wow.
24 total.
She goes the highest. I will go absolutely is 1640.
I'll look at the others. Yes.
Suppose.
Sure.
We do have the other things to sell.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you get that money. 1,640 gold pieces.
Between that and what I already have in cash, we now have enough for 2 of those longbows.
I really want the sword. It's gonna take a while.
It's going to take a while.
Take 4
Well,
days.
ask him if
I'll
he
have to
can-
get a. I'll just get a replacement weapon.
Let's see if they can loan you a +1 sword while they're doing the other sword. I mean,
Do you think
either
they can? Do you think they can send it to Candlekeep?
I don't know.
I wouldn't
Just
see.
a
Oh,
thought.
I can when they're finished with it, I can just teleport it to me. I have
That's
it's a
right.
packed weapon, so I can leave it with them, and as long as they are willing to agree to finish it by a certain time, whenever it's done, I could just like magically bring it to me.
He teleported back to you. Both blades are gone. They're not finished at the end.
Like, you sons of bitches! I'll just be like, listen, it's not done on time. I'm gonna literally come back here.
That'd be pretty
I can
funny.
always scry on it.
That's true. I like that crystal ball. All right.
Thank you.
So where do you go after this? Do you go back to the weapon shop now?
Do we see just a place that would cater to trinkets and knickknacks and jewelry and things
for
of
a
that
pawn
You're
nature?
shop?
looking for pretty much like a trader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a pawn shop. Yeah. So you find one called Anar and Korra's Arcana.
I will step in. Make a show of looking around for a little bit before I walk up to the counter, I guess.
Okay. You come in. You come in. You see a heavyset male elf. His name is Anar. He's looking through this box of stuff, and he's like, "I know it's in here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it?" And he sees you, and he's like, "I'll be right there. I'll be right there." And then he just rumbles through this book, and he just gets frustrated, puts it down, and is, "How may I help you?"
Perhaps I could help you. What were you looking for?
No, don't worry about it. What can I do you for?
I have a number of items here that I was thinking I would like to get out of my pockets. They're not very useful to me, and I was interested if you'd be interested.
All right, what do you got?
Well, I have a I have Brontifax's signet ring, which doesn't have a number of gold associated with it.
You said it was. How do you spell that name?
Branttifax, I guess. It was from one of our first at the place where
Yep.
with the graveyard.
Brontifax. Oh yes, signet ring. They're usually about 25 gold pieces.
I have an ivory drinking horn that was, you said was 120 gold pieces.
Give me 1 second. What was the other one?
The second one I just mentioned,
Yeah.
ivory drinking horn, 120 gold pieces.
Okay, what else? I'm just gonna make a list.
Yeah, it's just jewelry at 20 gold piece.
Anything else?
Yep, 2 gold medallions, 125 gold each.
Okay.
A silver shoe charm. I have no idea where it came from. No numbers with it.
All right.
A platinum ring, also no number.
Mm-hmm.
And a thumb-sized platinum pendant.
No number.
No number.
All right. So
But solid platinum.
he's looking over all your stuff. Looking at what's in his shop to see if it kind of works. He says, this really isn't my kind of stuff.
Do you know? Do you
He says
know?
signet rings are really hard to sell because you have to pretty much melt them and make something else. Ivory drinking horn. You might want to just find like a trader on the street, maybe, because this isn't like. Let me.
Can you maybe point me in the right direction?
Looks like something a jeweler wants, right? Platinum,
Yeah.
gold rings.
Yeah, you could try a jeweler.
Anyone that you would recommend?
I'm looking real quick, see if I can find a jeweler. Nothing, Shadow.
Ooh, I have a ruby. I also don't have a number, but I'll throw that in there.
All right, I'm just going to have to make something up. All right. Yeah, so she gives you the name of another place called the Sphinx. This place has a lot more things like kind of like this, little knickknacks and things like that. You go through the whole thing again, and you show the new person what you have, and I'll tell you what she'll give you. She kind of looks it over. This is some interesting stuff. Shadow, calm down, please. So much stuff. So I'll give you for the signet ring, the ivory drinking horn, jewelry, and the 2 gold medallions. 70 gold pieces.
I have this ruby also.
Well, do you know how much that ruby is?
No.
Where did you get a ruby?
I don't know. You gave it to me.
Did I? Are you sure about that? You said you not.
Definitely. I mean, it's on my sheet. I definitely put it in there because you told me to. I probably have other things. I see a non-consumable, which I know is something else you gave to me that I didn't edit it and change it to what it needs to be. But there is a ruby.
So there's 1 ruby in this entire game. It was.
It's just a rock that says Ruby on it.
It was in the telescope room. In the rocket. I'm not sure. I guess if that anywhere that would have been where you got it from. Shadow, calm down. Okay, so yeah, so that's what she tells you.
Wow. That's an interesting. I mean, that's 1/6 of what this is worth.
As well, it's not really common stuff people are going to be looking for. I mean,
do you mind if I ask, if I came in with just if I were to go to the appropriate place, I guess, with just a lump of platinum, just the weight of platinum alone, would that not be worth more than this? For instance, if I were to take that thumb-sized platinum pendant and melt it down into a piece of platinum, at some point, just the worth of the metal itself would.
Yeah, but if you're trying to sell it, then you would sell it at a discounted price so we can make money off of it.
Yes, I understand that, but it seems like one offering 1/6 of its total worth. Seems
Don't like my prices.
Can we make it? I mean, you say 70 gold for what I see as being more like 400 worth. Can we agree on 150?
150.
I mean, that's still less than half of what you could get for it.
says, I'll give you 87.
$125.
Give me you know what I'm saying. Persuasion check. Are you using a... Can you use your die for this?
I can.
Okay. She says 100 even.
Very well.
She went up 3 times.
Yeah, very well. Did it require the
Yeah.
the I put the things on the, so that was the signet ring, the drinking horn. Wait,
Signet ring, the drinking horn, the jewelry, and the 2 gold medallions.
okay.
What do you give me for this ruby?
Let me see something for a second. Rubies are as... Wait. I need to find out how much rubies are, because that would... You could be looking at potentially something. Let me see.
Depends on the size, I think.
I know, it really does depend on the size. I'm just trying to see what the story said.
I was hoping you could find it in there. I hope it's good.
Okay. This could be something. I need a second, sorry.
Does give a blanket value in.
Yeah, that's a plan. I'm seeing what it actually was on, because it was on a lever. So, where's the list? What are they called again? The list of gifts and stuff. Like something list A, something list B.
Oh, like appendix.
Yeah.
The loot tables?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Here we go, loot tables. You know what? I mean, she looks at that ruby, and I'm just going to go for it. This could be a really bad idea. So she looks at that ruby and she's like, "Oh wow, where did you get this?"
We are adventurers working in the employ of Candlekeep, so we, come upon loot quite often. We travel all over. We fight evildoers and naysayers, and occasionally we come across loot of
She
high value.
says, "Well, I'm sure you know rubies can be used as currency, so I can't give you what it's worth."
Hold on. Rubies can be used as currency? Meaning
Yeah.
if I wanted to buy something, I could just use the ruby as money?
Oh yeah, rubies keep their value, or they could just be used as money.
Can you assess for us the worth of this ruby?
This man's like dancing in the. This is like the moment. That was that show where they talk about antiques and they're telling you what things are, and then the
Antique
people are like,
Roadshow.
Antique Roadshow, yeah.
This is like that moment. She's like, "Oh, a ruby of this size. I mean," and she's looking at it with her little thing. She goes, "It's perfect. These kind of rubies are usually used in magic."
Oh.
A ruby this size, it would definitely get you about 5,000 gold pieces.
That is interesting.
Look at that. You are
Wow.
so kind. I'll just take that back from you. And, it's been a pleasure.
How much would you offer for it?
I mean, I can't buy that for what it at cost.
Well, I'm
I
just
could
gonna
give
go.
you half. I mean,
No,
but there's no
fine.
point because you could use it as currency.
You know
You
what?
use
We
the currency. You
it's
can go to a
getting late.
bank,
I got
basically.
a little bit more business to take care of.
Very good, very good. Would you know where the nearest armorer is?
Yep. There's one right around the corner, the Fox's Armory.
Nice.
Very good, thank you. To the Fox's Armory.
All right, you guys leave and go to the Fox's Armory. This one is another male dwarf. His name is Guari. And he sees you coming in. Oh, welcome to my Fox's Armory. He's like, what are you looking for?
One moment. Hemlock, what are you currently wearing for armor?
Breastplate, right?
Studded armor, leather armor. A studded leather armor, dear.
Oh yeah, we got those for sure.
Got some ones.
Do we have anything better than that here?
What are you looking for?
What am I looking for?
Studded leather?
I already have studded leather.
You want like magical +1?
I have this glamored studded leather, and he pulls this glamored one off the wall.
If you don't have any decks, you want medium armor.
And he says, "Oh, put this on, little one," and he tries to put it over you, Hemlock. You know, like try it on.
Yeah, perhaps.
Do you let him? You know, like when we're at the Renaissance Fair, they're like, "Here, try this."
Yeah, sure.
He fits it on you, puts it on, and he says, "Now think about what you want it to look like. What do you make it look like?" You open your eyes, you look down, and you see what?
A beautiful black gown with gold trim, and it's all sparkly.
Isn't that beautiful? Wow, you have good choice.
Wow.
Good choice. Good
Peter
taste.
like that.
You look stunning there. Do you feel any more protected, though?
No, I don't.
You feel +1 protected on it.
I feel
Do you?
+1 protected.
Yes. While wearing this armor, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. You can use a bonus action to speak the armor's command word and cause the armor to assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or some other kind of armor. You decide what it looks like, including color, style, and accessories, but the armor retains its normal bulk and weight. The illusory appearance lasts until you use the property again or remove the armor.
I feel great.
Do you have a breastplate version of that?
Glamored. He says, "I'm sorry, it only comes as studded leather."
How spry are you, Hemlock?
Spry?
Spry.
Dexterous.
How agile are you? How dexterous are you?
+1.
Yeah.
I got 13 dexterity +1 is my.
Maybe a breastplate.
As gorgeous as you are right now, we might want to consider a more ordinary-looking breastplate.
Or breastplate +1.
I could look as beautiful
Ordinary
as
looking.
Leopold all the time, though. Do you have a breastplate?
A breastplate? What kind of breastplate are you looking for?
Boys, I don't know.
+1.
Well, let's start with a mundane, but also if you have something with some sort of enchantment, making it more protective.
He says, well, we have a +1 breastplate.
How much would that be?
So, where's breastplate? Am I spelling it wrong?
Breastplate is typically
Okay.
400 gold, but still.
Okay, so it would be +400, so it'd be 1,900 gold pieces.
I love how everybody's eyes just went wide.
And
He says the
and
other ones were 2,000 gold pieces. The glamoured one.
so you'd spend less, get more protection, and
But not have the cool features of changing your clothes.
yeah, you're perfect the way you are.
I'll get the breastplate.
All right. Yeah, he takes off. Yeah, he takes it off you.
That would put you at 16.
So whose money are you using?
Oh,
Is this the-
Veda's.
+1 or the regular?
This is the +1.
Plus one would be 15.
Yeah,
AC of 15 plus one her dex, so she'd be at 16. With a shield, she'd be at 18. Because she can use a shield.
Do you carry a shield?
I don't.
Oh, you should be carrying a shield.
That's not her style. It's not her character.
It's too much
She's
in my
not a
hands.
min-maxer, guys. She's a role player.
Wow. Okay, at the moment,
It's true.
I have with what we just got from the trinkets, I have 2,173 gold.
I'll put 26 gold towards it.
So how much do you have?
2,173 plus the 26 that Hemlock just put in.
Okay. 2196. So how much you're gonna use it to buy it? The plate?
You said the breastplate was 1,600?
No, 19.
1,900. That's going to leave 300 for a bow. Van, we can count on you for with that ruby for a magical bow.
Well, so,
Uh-huh.
so, yes, but for perhaps the time being at which I'm not using my magical sword, I can use the magical bow instead. And then once I get the sword back, I'll let you have it.
Meaning you would no longer be going into melee combat?
Well,
I will be going into melee combat with these hands.
I may have to be a bit of a long-range fighter while I no longer have my sword. I mean, obviously, in a pinch, I can get in there, but honestly, not in a pinch, I can probably get in there. But
Let me see if I can get more money. We need to go back to the weapon shop. Anyway.
All right.
I think our money right now, what we have in cash, is best spent on getting this armor for you, though.
Oh, by the way, how much is this if I sell you this studded armor that I'm not gonna wear anymore?
I mean, studded leather armor, isn't that?
Yeah. I want to sell it to you.
I'll say, I'll give you 11 gold pieces for it. It's kind of shredded up a little.
Yeah, it is. Alright, I'll take 11.
All right.
did we ask if Leopold needed anything while we were here?
Yeah, he needs paper and ink.
Okay. Paper and ink. Let's not forget that. All right, let's go get these swords so that we can. It's got to be getting pretty late. Lower sword, bow, all the things.
Okay, so you're going back to Gasunda's armory.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and
Yes,
order the.
Probably, yeah. We'll say it's getting to the end of the day. You walk in. She's pretty much like going through her motions. Oh, you're back. I see.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in for the +2 bladed scimitar.
+2 bladed scimitar.
Double bladed scimitar.
All right. +2. Not much shadow. +2 bladed scimitar. It's a double bladed scimitar, right?
Yes.
That's gonna cost 4,100 gold pieces.
Okay. How many +1 bows do you have?
I have a couple of those.
How much gold do you have, Peter?
I have left 292.
Shadow, stop.
I'm like, okay. So, like, Hemlock, you all out of money over there?
I'm 0, but I'm willing to get rid of a weapon of mine.
Okay.
Not that sickle.
No, of course not.
So you said
And I-
292?
If the offer for 30 gold pieces for these 2 short swords is still on the table, then that would put it up to 322.
All right, that snake sword thing that you'll never use.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
There were the 2 short swords, 50 gold each, that I was offered 30 for the pair.
Okay. Yep.
And you said,
Was it
I'm sorry,
two
how
again?
much gold did
What
you
about
say?
that
292?
+1? Now 322. Well, what about that +1 longsword that we got from the Yuan Ti?
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Step up.
Well, I want to sell the serpent fang or whatever.
Is that the one that we got from the Yuan Ti?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The sacred blade that they told us to take care of.
Is it?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Is it
All
the
right,
sacred
listen, I
blade?
got 6,000. Together, we have 6,284 gold. That actually, I don't know math, but I think we're pretty close to enough for it all.
6,284?
Yes.
How did you get that? From what? We have.
I mean, I have a 5,000 gold piece ruby, and I have 962 gold.
Okay, the 900. Okay. 900 and what?
62. So I have 962. I've got the thing worth 5,000. You've got what you got. So I think that's 6,284, which I think is actually
Yep, 6,000.
pretty darn close. They're what? They're
Oh.
11. You said they're 1050 for the bows.
I'll sell my old quarterstaff and my old sickle.
You don't need to, because what Van just said gets us the scimitar, the 2 bows, and leaves us with 84 gold left.
Yeah, but we need gold for paper and ink.
I still have 80. I still have
I just
84
need
gold
it.
left.
Yeah, but it's expensive probably.
I just need like
Let's wait for. I mean, at some point,
100
Leopold
gold
is
worth.
going to let us know. Is going to reach out to us through his book, and we can ask him when he does how much and what quality he needs.
Still selling with the quarterstaff and sickle, the old ones. It's just normal.
Okay. Too much math going on. Quarterstaff. What is it?
Just normal quarterstaff.
Oh, I mean, no one's gonna give money. They're only like 2 silver pieces.
I'll take them.
I mean, they're not gonna give you 2 silver pieces. They'll
Oh,
give you a copper piece.
Yeah. Ink and parchment isn't that expensive.
fine,
I
I'll
mean,
keep them.
It's
Hey,
50 gold per spell. I was looking to get at least 100 gold worth.
Oh.
yeah, and a
Yeah.
sickle's only a gold piece, so.
Oh wait, I was able to get ink and parchment from Candlekeep, wasn't I, before? Never mind.
All right, so let's just wrap it all up. So we got the armor for Hemlock. We got what do we get for you?
+2 double-bladed scimitar.
Plus
but I
2
assume it.
double-bladed scimitar.
Well, how long is that going to take?
Yeah, that's the question.
going to take 15 days.
It's +2. It's a heavy
Yeah, it's
enchantment.
+2. And that's faster than what the other place gave you. The other place was like 2 weeks.
How many days have we been in this campaign so far? Like 7, 10? It's been a
No,
bit.
because weeks have gone by.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also got 2 +1 longbows.
Okay. Wait, you got 2 of those?
Yes.
Those are like 1,000 something apiece.
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6. Now I have to do math again. So I thought your total was 5,962.
I have 6,000.
Oh, 6,284.
284. And I was gonna say, if we buy in bulk, maybe we could, if we take all 3, would you be willing to give us a little bit of a discount here? What do,
I mean,
I feel like we're buying a large sum, this is a lot of value here. I mean, can we make a little bit of a deal?
The double-bladed scimitar was how much? God damn it.
4,100.
Okay. 100. Okay, I get it. And then plus the... All right.
This is a rather large purchase. Perhaps we could come to.
Would you give it to us all for 6 grand?
So who I'm getting a little confused now. We are still at the armory, and you are trying to get
No, we're now at the weapon shop.
the weapon. The weapon shop, and from her, you're trying to get the double-bladed scimitar, the 2 bows, and that's it.
That's it.
Yes.
And you want to try to get it just for 6,000?
Yes.
Yes.
Seems
And even 6.
that's a lot of gold at the end of the day.
Give me persuasion checks. Roll your dice. No, it was for Fader. All right. She goes, you know what? 6,000 it is. And
Excellent.
shake hands. Yeah,
Make sure you're done with that in 15 days, because I'm gonna need it as soon as you're done.
it'll be done. And with that, we do a quick skip over to Leopold. While he's just sitting there reading this book. Do you guys want to know what the book's about now, or in the next game? Since we're so close, up to you guys.
We can wait till the next game so we
Alright,
can
yeah, so then
freshen our minds. We don't have to repeat.
Okay, so we skip back to Leopold, just sitting there reading this book. Is there anything else you would have done? Or are you just reading the book?
He probably has to stop every now and then and just consider the offer that has been offered to him. Could potentially be part of my family again. That's interesting.
And if you have a better role-playing reason that you would be something else, we could talk about it outside of the game.
I know, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he could have his dream. All it takes is a wish. I'm curious to see what he does, if he takes it or not. You know what that?
So would that use his wish?
God, that's hitting close to home.
Yeah,
Jesus
that's his
Christ.
wish. If he uses it, that'd be his wish.
Nice.
Would he come in as an 11th level wizard, or would he multi-class to
The
first
wish
level?
would make it that he knows how to do it. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, it is a wish.
It's pretty cool. By the way, you said you have a serpent sword? I may need to borrow that for a little while. What do you got over there?
I told you
That's a-
multiple times
It's a
about
long
it.
sword.
I know
And
you
you
did,
can't
but
use
before
it.
I did. Now I
It's a-
can't use it.
It's a strength-based weapon.
Yeah, strength base. You
Yeah,
can't
you're a
use
dex-
it.
you're a
We
dexterity
already
beast.
we already went through this.
Yeah, I may need to Here we are at the store. I should probably just buy right here.
Yeah, you
we
could
don't need to.
say you do it.
Okay.
I just
Like a regular
just
rapier?
sold them.
Yeah, it's 25 gold pieces.
Yeah, 25
we
gold
just saved them.
pieces.
Wait, how much gold do we have left over?
I made it.
262.
We had 84. I don't know.
284
Okay.
is our total left over.
Minus
So-
that 25.
Yeah, minusing 25.
All right. Yeah, that was fun, guys.
Yay!
Did
Nice.
some
Night.
shopping.
And we'll have enough gold to get some ink and parchment for our buddy. And we're gonna be...
If, what was I going to say? If you need any trauma counseling, Rob, don't come to me, please.
That was fun.
Yeah. This is a fun game, so I don't know. What's on your mind?
Where is it in the compendium? Where do I find this bow to add to my inventory?
Oh, I can.
Oh, the +1 longbows.
Is there one in there?
I don't know where I'm looking. Is it in the compendium?
Yeah, I could just add it to your sheet real quick. If you don't. But it should, I mean, there should be a +1 in there, I think. But I do have an importer where I can just import stuff. +1 bow. Longbow. Okay. You should have it.
Yes, indeed.
And who else got one? Van?
Bam.
It is pretty cool. I like the idea of having 2 +1 weapons.
A +1 and then a +2.
And then a +2. You know,
But
2 weeks from now.
15 days.
We need to take a break after all this. 15 days.
We'll say while you were reading the book, can't even think of her name right now. Frida Lay. She comes and tells you that they're also going to give you 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh, well, oh, good.
We can go back and buy the ruby back.
Oh, by the
It
way,
would be a lot easier to carry around.
that's funny. Yeah. I wasn't expecting a shopping day, but I think I did fine.
Been talking about it for a while. I certainly have.
I know. I was like curious when she was like, "Yep, it's just you have to do the book and the guy's in there trapped. You have to go save him." Thinking you guys would do it, and nope.
And technically we're
Been there
doing
for
both.
years.
You're like, yeah, we're gonna go shopping.
I'm doing both. It's fine.
That was good.
Division of labor.
It does mean we're gonna be Hemlock is gonna be down a 6th level spell while we're on this journey.
Yep, that's what
Potentially.
Well, no,
It's my only.
we don't even have one right now. We gotta use it. Oh yeah, because we're gonna use it tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah.
It's alright. Now we just
Hopefully
have to
it's
find
not
a
journey. It's not
hotel.
supposed to be a journey. Maybe it won't be a journey.
Pretty sure that it's not going to simply be step into the book, stab this guy with the dagger, step out of the book, and say to Frida Lay, "Okay, what you got next?"
Maybe he's got the quest for us, and then he's gonna send
We
us.
stab a guy and he gives us 10,000 gold, and then you're like, oh man, we're just in town. And then you never see the town again.
You'll know the story more at 2+ once you hear what you've read in the book.
Okay.
That's fine.
Alright, guys, I gotta go to bed.
All right.
Night.
Yeah, I gotta go feed
Good night,
animals.
everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. And anyone who was watching today, thank you for playing, or thank you for watching, and see you next Tuesday.